and welcome to the second video of the Bantams resurrection on Championship Manager 2001-2002, where my aim is to get Bradford City, who've just been recently relegated into the old Division 1, back into the Premier League where they belong. Well, back in 2001 anyway, and with the help of you guys and my Championship Manager knowledge, or lack of, hopefully we can do that. In the first video we looked through the squad, the fixtures, made a couple of tweaks to the team a little bit. We didn't go into too much depth. This video is a big one, it's a biggie. It's the transfers.
Deadline day has finally arrived.
We're going to be signing players, hopefully, selling players, fingers crossed. Carboni, that's going to be a big one. And maybe, if we've got time, we'll squeeze in the Bolton friendly, which is coming up. We're away to Bolton. Then we have a random tour of Norway, which is all very exciting. Should be good. So, I had a bit of a nightmare. Recorded the full video, and the screen recorder didn't capture the recording. So, hopefully this will work now. Now, annoyingly, on Championship Manager, when you progress in a game, then you save it, and then that's it. That's your save. You can't go back to a previous save. That's it. And a lot happened in that first video, and I'm going to have to try and sum it up now. I had played my first friendly, made my first couple of signings. One of them you'd be very excited about, and I went through the team. Now, I'll just summarise, pretend it didn't happen. So, this video we're going to focus on transfers, players coming in, players going out. And we'll also be playing the first game, the first friendly away to Bolton. I've already done the transfers, and as I said before, people suggested the players, so thank you for that, for suggesting your players on Twitter. Although I did forget kind of what players you sent in, and I couldn't find the tweets, so I've gone off memory. And these are the players I've signed, who I'm about to sign. So if we go to transfers and future transfers, absolute legends in the free transfer market on this game. Taribo West, Guardiola, always started as free transfers. Taribo West is unbelievable. Strength 20, aggression 20, bravery 20. As a defender, pretty sure you don't need anything else. Maybe a bit of tackling outside. Whether he's coming out, I don't know. Every club but his mother's in there for him, so we'll have to see how he goes. But he's going to be my centre half. He's been playing every week. Amazing. Chance of signing Guardiola, pretty slim, as like more clubs are in for him than Taribo West. So before Guardiola was an amazing manager, he was also an amazing player. Influence 20. Teamwork 20, says it already for Guardiola. And if I can get him, I've offered him loads of money, then, you know, fingers crossed, I'll be doing alright. Now, these are the players that were suggested to me. I get a guy called Kennedy Bakalegloglu. Never knew how to pronounce his surname. Swedish. Putting a cheeky 180k off for him. I'm the only one in for him at the moment, and he ends up being a very good player, actually. So hopefully we can get him on the wing. Maxim Segalko, another legend of the Champ Man 0102. Finishing 20, pace 17, acceleration 17. These are the three I always look for in a centre forward. And if you've got those three in a centre forward, you're absolutely laughing. He's going to bang in goals. One guy even tweeted he scored 124 goals in a season. How is that even physically possible? That's like 5 goals a game. It's ridiculous. And in what league we're playing in? And these are a few that I always try and sign, and some players I have signed already. So Jesper Blomqvist, he was released by Man United. Cheeky little signing, actually. And look at the other teams in for him. Not amazing teams, but I think he'll do amazingly in the first division. Don't know why Man United got rid of him, because they've always done alright with Swedes. So yeah, interesting one. Mike Duff, amazing right back. Now I'm actually signing both of Cheltenham's fullbacks, believe it or not. So they're going to be, and they're best fullbacks as well. They're going to be like without fullbacks, and then they're selling me him. They've already sold me Jimmy Victory. I'll come to in a minute, and they're about to sell me Mike Duff, who's I'm in a contract talk with him at the moment, and he's going to be replacing Gunnar Haller, who is off. And finally, we've got Dean Shields, 16 years old. Get him reserves, loan him out. He'll just develop nicely. Although his finishing's only 8. He's got a long way to go. I mean, my finishing is probably 8 now, although I am 32 and overweight. Anyway, so the players that are going out, these are the players that are going to be leaving. First and foremost, Robert Molenaar. Pace is non-existent. He's just a big lump, a big ex-Leeds Dutch lump, although they're all ex-Leeds as well. And, you know, he was all right with Molenaar. but he wasn't very fast. I remember him watching him at Valley Parade trying to run, and it looked like he was just walking fast. I honestly don't think he could actually run. I think he could never get to a steady canter. So he's off. Hopefully bids will come in for him. I've already sold, because obviously the game crashed before, Lee Sharp. Mr. Lothario's gone. Don't know how he got 8 caps for England. He had to go. I ain't got any time for Lothario's. Gunnar Haller, end of his career, 35 years old, and I got a decent amount for him. I got 375,000 to Gunnar Haller, and he won a lot of money as well. He wanted 10 grand. He won 12 for me. Too old. The one annoying thing about Gunnar Haller is I'm going to miss my tour of Norway. He'd be gutted. He won't be able to see his family. Gary Lock's gone. A lot of crap. We've got better options there. So they're the 3 players that have gone already. That have generated 1.5 million worth of income. And the players in 220k. The one, the only, Tom Madeira. Don't know the story about Tom Madeira. He was a scout for the game championship manager. He wasn't actually a football player, and he put himself in the game. He thought, oh, I'll put myself in the game, cheeky little lad, see if they notice. Don't think they noticed. They added him on the game. He obviously put himself as good stats and also very promising as well. Good stats that are going to develop. And then on the next game, on the next release, they got rid of him. So, and I managed to sign him, and I got him for an absolute bargain price of £100,000. And from this team, this random team in Portugal, and they're probably celebrating, drinking Prosecco and champagne, loving the fact they got £100,000, and they got rid of the fake player. And before anyone says, oh, I'm not cheating with Tom Madeira, because he's on the game, so I'm allowed to buy him. And I've also signed Jamie Victory, who is an unbelievable left back on this game. Look at those 20s. He's got more 20s than I've had at dinners. Agility 20, anticipation 20, bravery 20, crossing 20. What? How did this guy not play for England? But the best left back I've ever seen in my life. All right, can't finish. We don't need him to finish. Hasn't got any reflexes. Don't matter. No outfield player's got reflexes. His work rate's pretty poor, and he's not really a team player. But I'm not bothered. As long as he crosses goals in, that's all I'm bothered about. And he's an alright defender. Plus, he were really cheap, under 20,000. So along with my future transfers, I'm building a nice little squad here. Hopefully, these are all in contract discussions. These will come through. Now, I have played my friendly. I played against Bolton. I'll go into the game now. We drew 2-2. Tom Madeira banned one in. Klaus Beck-Jorgensen banned one in. Unfortunately, as I mentioned, the game footage didn't save, so I can't replay this game. It's already happened. But the one thing to remember about this game, and the reason we drew 2-2, even though we're winning 2-0, is one player and one player only. Andrew Myers. The absolute bag of shite. Seriously. Came on and pretty much lost us the game. So because of that, and because he once had a fight with Stuart McCall, he is off. He's going. In fact, I'm going to do that now. Myers, you're gone. Because of that one friendly game. Yeah, I'm ruthless, but somebody will want him. He were alright. He'd do a job for somebody. He'll do a job for Rotherham. So my thinking behind the team, the squad, is I want a first team player and I want a youngster behind him. So I'm going to have Michael Duff, and then I'll sign a cheap right back, a young right back. I've got Jamie Victory, who's 25, and I've got Lewis Emmanuel, old jailbreak, behind him. Now my only worry with Lewis Emmanuel is he looks like the kind of guy that could be led down the garden path, be it some sort of legal activity. So I'm hoping Jamie Victory isn't the sort of guy that would be, pushing that sort of stuff on him, and I think he can learn a lot from a Lewis Manuel. Same with Mark Bauer and David Weatherall. David Weatherall, most intelligent player ever and a brilliant defender on this game. Mark Bauer's going to learn a lot off him. One thing I also had forgot to do in the first game is start Carboni. And also, this is where I want you to get involved. Put in the comments below, do I sell Benito Carboni? It's a massive turmoil in my head. He's a good player. He's definitely going to do well in the first division. That's for sure. But he's on £35,000 a week. It's a lot of money for me. I have not got a lot of money. Although for randomly I've got 4 million. So what do? Do I keep him and hope he's going to score me goals, get me assists, or do I get him and use the money, which potentially 3 or 4 million, to sign some more players, some more of my cheap youngsters that are going to get with the league? So what do? That decision's with you guys. Comments below. Sell Carboni or keep Carboni. You can tweet as well, but chances are I won't see the tweets because I don't know how to search for them down. in the list. So yeah, that's about it really. Squad's shaping up nicely. I've been looking at a few more midfielders going forward. I've been looking at a big, strong centre forward who's going to partner Blake and Madeira. These are my tactics. Brilliant tactics. It's basically all out attack. We have attacking, we have short passing, we have a hard tackling regime, we press all the time. So you've got your two midfielders pressing on as attack midfielders, you've got your three centre forwards, these two centre forwards here on the wide act as almost like wingers, and you rely on your fullbacks as well to get some balls in. So your defensive midfield is relying on these three. You need three extremely good players, and I think if we got Tribber West, Weatherall and McCall, don't think we'll get Guardiola. It'd be an unbelievable threesome in that position. And that's about it. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry it crashed. Hopefully you got the gist from the team here. But I will do an update next week and make sure it doesn't crash this time. And we'll go to Norway and we'll with our Yorkshire team and we'll show the Norwegians how to play football. When is that? 2 days. Better get packing.